Today, I want to talk to you about the power of silence, the strength of privacy, and the wisdom of keeping a few things to yourself. This isn't about hiding, no, this is about protecting. This is about respecting yourself enough to hold certain things close. Now, here are 7 secrets to keep to yourself for a better life. 1. Quiet strength. Not every strong move needs applause. Sometimes the most powerful things you do are the ones no one sees. When you make decisions in silence, it's not because you're hiding, it's because you're respecting the weight of what you're doing. That quiet strength will carry you through more than any cheering crowd ever could. 2. Vision over validation. You don't need anyone to stamp approval on your dreams. Your vision, it's yours. And that means you don't owe an explanation to anyone. People may question you, but they don't need to see every step you're taking to get to where you're going. Keep your vision close and let your success be the answer to every question. 3. Inner peace. The world is loud. Everyone wants a piece of you, your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. But here's the truth, you're the only one who can protect your peace. When you hold on to your peace, you find that clarity and calm come naturally. This isn't about pushing people away, it's about giving yourself space to breathe. 4. Personal growth. Growth isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it's quiet, almost invisible to the outside world. But in those quiet moments, you're building a foundation that nobody can shake. Keep that growth to yourself like a seed waiting to bloom. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the work you're putting in behind the scenes. 5. Private battles. We all face struggles, don't we? But not every struggle needs an audience. Your battles are where you find your strength. You're building resilience, finding courage, and strengthening your heart in ways the world doesn't need to see. Keep those battles to yourself and let the strength you gain speak for itself. 6. Relationships through respect. Sometimes respecting others means keeping a few things to yourself. Not every truth needs to be spoken, and not every opinion needs to be heard. Hold your respect for others close, and you'll find your relationships stronger, your connections deeper, and your interactions more meaningful. 7. The power of focus. Distraction is everywhere, but your focus, that's yours to control. When you're focused on your dreams, your goals, your purpose, you'll find that things start to fall into place. Keep your focus close and let go of what doesn't serve it. You don't need a roadmap for everyone else to see. Keep your path yours and yours alone. You see, life isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about being true to yourself, guarding what matters, and sharing only what's needed. That's real power right there. Quiet strength is about carrying the weight of your goals, struggles, and dreams with a steady heart and a calm mind without the need to shout or seek attention. It's understanding that you don't have to make every challenge public or every success loud. When you work in silence, you're working with a purpose that doesn't need validation or applause. There's a dignity in holding on to what you're building, in trusting that your journey doesn't need to be broadcasted to have value. Quiet strength shows up in the way you respond to setbacks with resilience, the way you keep going when nobody's watching, the way you push forward even when no one's cheering you on. It's about carrying your responsibilities with grace, knowing that every step you take is moving you closer to the life you want, even if nobody else sees those steps. It's the kind of strength that isn't seeking recognition because it's rooted in self-respect and personal resolve. This quiet strength becomes a protective force, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs without getting thrown off course by the opinions or expectations of others. It keeps you grounded, giving you the clarity to make decisions that align with your values and goals, even if they're not popular or understood. It's knowing that what you're doing matters, regardless of how many people know about it. In the end, this strength becomes a part of who you are, a quiet force that carries you through life with confidence and purpose. Vision over validation is about holding on to your dreams and goals with unwavering confidence, without needing anyone else's approval or understanding. It's recognizing that your path is unique to you, and not everyone will see the purpose, the beauty, or the possibilities that you see. When you choose vision over validation, you're saying that your focus is on fulfilling your purpose, not on meeting the expectations or opinions of others. You're embracing the idea that your dreams don't need to be stamped with someone else's approval to be real, worthy, or achievable. This mindset frees you from the pressure to explain or justify every decision. It allows you to make bold moves, to take risks, and to stay resilient through setbacks because you're guided by an inner compass rather than external applause. It's about trusting yourself enough to know that you don't need validation to prove your worth or the worth of your vision. The world may not understand why you're doing what you're doing, but that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. Vision over validation means holding fast to what you know is right for you, knowing that true fulfillment comes from following your own purpose. Choosing vision over validation also builds resilience. When setbacks come, when the applause fades, or when people don't understand, you stay grounded because you're anchored by something deeper than approval. This path allows you to grow in your own time, at your own pace, without the distractions of who's watching or who's clapping. It's a quiet, unshakable strength that allows you to move through life with purpose, knowing that your vision alone is enough. Inner peace is about cultivating a sanctuary within yourself, a place of calm that isn't easily disturbed by the noise and chaos of the outside world. It's the ability to stay centered and grounded no matter what's happening around you. Inner peace means creating boundaries that protect your emotional and mental well-being, learning to let go of things you cannot control, and focusing on what truly matters. It's understanding that peace doesn't come from having a perfect life or from pleasing everyone, but from the choices you make about where you place your energy and attention. When you have inner peace, you're able to handle challenges with clarity and patience. You're not easily swayed by others' opinions or drawn into every conflict. Instead, you choose what's worth your time and energy, prioritizing your well-being over the urge to react. This peace doesn't mean you ignore reality. It means you approach it with a mindset that doesn't allow every setback or disagreement to disrupt your core. Inner peace also gives you a deeper connection to yourself, allowing you to make decisions that align with your values and desires rather than out of fear or obligation. It's the freedom to live authentically, unburdened by the need for external validation or constant change. In this state, you find that your interactions become more thoughtful, your relationships more harmonious, and your day-to-day experience is richer and more fulfilling. Inner peace isn't about escaping life's difficulties, it's about developing the strength to move through them gracefully, knowing that the peace within you is yours to protect, nourish, and carry wherever you go. Personal growth is a journey that happens largely out of sight, often in moments of solitude and quiet reflection. It's about becoming aware of who you truly are, your strengths, your weaknesses, and the areas in which you want to evolve. Personal growth isn't something that's measured by applause or approval. It's measured by the changes you make when nobody is looking, by the decisions that bring you closer to your true self. It's a process that requires honesty, patience, and often the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. This growth happens in the small choices you make every day, the moments when you choose resilience over giving up, self-compassion over self-criticism, and learning over staying stagnant. As you commit to this journey, you begin to see obstacles not as setbacks, but as opportunities for strengthening your resolve and deepening your understanding of yourself. It's about recognizing that the challenges you face aren't there to break you, but to shape you into the person you're meant to become. Personal growth also involves releasing habits, beliefs, and fears that no longer serve you. It's shedding old versions of yourself to make room for the new, evolving with each experience and lesson. The beauty of personal growth is that it's ongoing. There's always another level to reach, another insight to gain. This journey requires you to be gentle with yourself, to understand that real transformation doesn't happen overnight. The results may be invisible at first, but over time, they reveal themselves in the way you think, feel, and approach life. Personal growth is a lifelong commitment, a path that leads you to a deeper sense of purpose, fulfillment, and self-acceptance. Private battles are the silent struggles we endure within ourselves, the challenges we face without fanfare, or the need for outside recognition. These battles happen in the quiet corners of our minds, testing our resolve, strength, and resilience when nobody else is watching. Private battles may involve confronting fears, processing losses, breaking old patterns, or pushing through moments of self-doubt. They are deeply personal, often invisible to those around us, yet they shape us profoundly. Facing private battles is not about seeking sympathy or validation. It's about building an inner strength that only comes from enduring and overcoming hardship on our own terms. In these moments, we develop resilience that doesn't rely on anyone else's support or encouragement. It's an unspoken commitment to ourselves to keep going, to keep growing, even when things feel difficult or uncertain. These battles are tough, but they teach us about ourselves in ways that victory alone cannot. Every time we face a challenge in private, we learn more about our capacity to withstand pain, to find solutions, and to heal without needing approval or applause. It's in these battles that we uncover the depth of our character, our values, and our true priorities. And while nobody else may ever know the details of our private struggles, the strength we gain from them becomes evident in how we carry ourselves, how we approach life, and how we show up for others. These private battles ultimately build a quiet confidence, reminding us that we are capable of weathering life's storms and emerging even stronger. Resilience through silence is about developing strength in the face of challenges without announcing every struggle or seeking external validation. It's the quiet resolve to push forward, to keep going when things get tough, without needing to share each hardship. This kind of resilience doesn't depend on recognition or sympathy. It grows from a place of deep inner strength, where you're motivated by a commitment to yourself rather than the reactions of others. In the silence, resilience becomes something sacred. You learn to process pain, frustration, and fear on your own terms, finding your way through difficulties with a steady focus. This silent resilience is not about isolating yourself or ignoring your emotions. It's about handling challenges in a way that preserves your energy and respects your inner journey. Each time you choose to face a hardship quietly, you're training yourself to become stronger, more adaptable, and more self-sufficient. Relationships through respect are built on understanding, boundaries, and a deep appreciation for the dignity of others. Respect in relationships means recognizing that every person has their own experiences, values, and struggles, some of which you may never fully know. It's about honoring each other's boundaries and knowing when to listen rather than speak, when to give rather than take, and when to step back rather than press forward. When you approach relationships with respect, you prioritize trust and mutual understanding. You know that not every thought or feeling needs to be shared, and not every disagreement needs to be aired. Sometimes showing respect means holding certain things back out of consideration for the other person, recognizing that not all truths need to be spoken if they don't serve the relationship's growth. Respect allows you to let go of the need to always be right, creating space for compassion, patience, and acceptance. Through respect, relationships become more harmonious and resilient. You learn to accept differences without trying to change one another, to support each other's journeys without judgment, and to foster an environment where both people feel safe, valued, and understood. Respect encourages open communication without crossing boundaries, genuine support without imposing on each other's paths, and love that is both kind and considerate. In this way, respect becomes the foundation on which meaningful, lasting relationships are built, where each person feels honored, appreciated, and free to be themselves. The value of self-reliance is rooted in the belief that you are your own greatest source of strength, wisdom, and resilience. It's about standing firm in the knowledge that you have the capacity to navigate life's challenges, make decisions, and create opportunities for yourself without relying on others to do it for you. Self-reliance gives you the freedom to trust your judgment and instincts, even when the world around you may doubt or question your choices. It teaches you to rely on your own abilities, knowledge, and resources to overcome obstacles rather than seeking validation or approval from others. When you embrace self-reliance, you stop waiting for external circumstances to change or for others to come to your rescue. You recognize that you hold the power to shape your own life, to find your own solutions, and to take responsibility for the direction you're heading. This doesn't mean you don't need others or that you shouldn't accept help when it's offered. It simply means that you have the confidence to stand on your own 2 feet and find your own way, even in difficult times. Self-reliance also nurtures independence and self-respect. As you grow more self-reliant, you begin to understand your worth, to trust in your own potential, and to take pride in your ability to achieve goals without depending on others to validate your worth. It encourages you to be resourceful, to problem solve, and to take action with conviction, knowing that your success is ultimately in your hands. The more you develop this self-reliance, the more you understand that true strength comes from within. It's not about isolating yourself, it's about cultivating the confidence and belief that you are enough no matter the situation. The importance of focus lies in its power to cut through the noise and distractions that constantly surround us. In a world filled with interruptions and constant stimuli, focus becomes a precious commodity. It's the ability to direct your energy and attention on one thing at a time, to immerse yourself fully in what matters most, and to block out the extraneous chatter that tries to pull you in 1,000 different directions. Focus is the difference between fleeting success and lasting achievement. It's the reason why some people are able to accomplish extraordinary things while others get lost in the chaos of everyday life. When you are focused, you stop scattering your efforts across 1,000,000 tasks and start investing your energy into what truly serves your goals. Focus helps you stay on track, even when the road gets tough or the outcome is uncertain. It's about being intentional with your time and not letting the trivial distractions of the world determine your course. Focus gives you the strength to ignore the noise and to stay true to your purpose, no matter how many things are demanding your attention. This single-minded attention sharpens your mind, enhances your productivity, and brings clarity to your actions. It allows you to dig deep into your passions, your work, and your relationships without being sidetracked by everything happening around you. Focus creates momentum, turning small, consistent efforts into bigger, lasting results. It empowers you to make progress toward your goals, to grow in your craft, and to develop the skills and knowledge necessary for success. In essence, focus is the backbone of any achievement. Without it, even the greatest ideas and the best intentions can be scattered and diluted. But with focus, you have the power to direct all your efforts toward what matters most, to cut through the clutter and bring your vision to life. It's a tool, a practice, and a mindset that, when fully embraced, can transform your life and lead you toward lasting success. Living authentically is about embracing who you truly are without fear of judgment or the need for approval. It means aligning your actions, decisions, and values with the deepest parts of yourself, free from the pressure to conform to what others expect or demand. To live authentically is to honor your truth, to act with integrity, and to be unapologetically you in every situation, regardless of how others might perceive it. It's about shedding the layers of pretense and masks you've built to fit in, and instead showing the world the real, unfiltered version of yourself. When you live authentically, you stop seeking validation from others and start validating yourself. You trust your instincts and make choices that align with your values, even if they go against the grain or are unpopular. Living authentically requires courage because it means being vulnerable, exposing parts of yourself that may have been hidden for fear of rejection or misunderstanding. But in that vulnerability, you find true strength, the kind that comes from knowing that you don't need anyone else's approval to be worthy, to be enough, or to be proud of who you are. Living authentically also fosters deep, meaningful relationships. When you show up as your true self, you attract people who appreciate you for who you really are, not for the version you think they want to see. Authenticity invites connection based on honesty, trust, and mutual respect. It allows you to engage with others from a place of openness and sincerity without the fear of having to be something you're not. This kind of life isn't always easy because it requires you to confront your insecurities, to face your fears, and to accept yourself completely, flaws and all. But when you begin to live authentically, you free yourself from the exhausting cycle of pretending, striving to meet others' expectations, or hiding your true desires. You start to feel at peace with yourself, knowing that the person you are at your core is enough, and that your life is a reflection of that truth. It's the kind of freedom that comes from being aligned with your own values, goals, and passions, and allowing those things to guide you without apology. Living authentically is the ultimate form of self-respect and self-love, and it opens the door to a life filled with purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. The journey to a better life starts with the quiet strength to move forward, the vision to create your own path, and the peace that comes from knowing who you are. It's about embracing your personal growth, facing your private battles with resilience, and understanding that not everything needs to be shared or validated. It's about standing firm in your self-reliance, focusing on what truly matters, and living authentically without apology or fear. When you take these principles to heart, you start to realize that a better life isn't found in the approval of others, in the noise of the world, or in the pursuit of perfection. It's found in your ability to be true to yourself, to respect the boundaries of your relationships, and to keep growing quietly and steadily toward the person you are meant to become. So I urge you to carry these secrets with you, not as rules to follow, but as tools to build a life that is strong, focused, and authentically yours. Your path, your peace, and your power in your hands. Protect them, trust them, and allow them to guide you to a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Thank you.